from the curves. If you had it back there and you're looking for a smile, bringing hope and joy for a day that was wild. Stuff from the cuffs is here to make things bright. In a world so dark, they bring us some light. Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs. Go Bria, go Bill, go Bess, go Brian. Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs.
For some people, they hide beneath a mask, and especially in this COVID time, masks have been, what should I say, a source of comfort, a source of giving them confidence, and even though it's protecting you from COVID, it's also protecting you from some of your fears and your insecurities. So, in this day and age, whether you like it or not, there are a lot of people who are happy for masks. Happy to be hidden beneath some form of veil that keeps some of their fears and their darkest concerns to themselves. Yeah, I mean, it's not the darkest for me, but it helps. You know, so I wear my mask proudly. Funny enough, but I'm also now comfortable with removing the masks. My mother comes from a lineage that spans Asia. My grandmother, half Chinese, and her father came directly from Hong Kong. And based on that heritage, I was told that, you know, because of that, I have double row teeth. And for those who don't know, it means that some of your teeth go behind others. And I didn't have a problem with it for most of my childhood. But as it got older into teenage years, you know, you were looked upon differently. I thought about doing this video because I have two daughters and I don't know if this will pass down to them. But I thought about what it may be like for them when somebody else looks at them strangely to say something is wrong with your teeth. And I want my daughters to know that according to, I guess what people would say, there is something wrong, but there still is in essence nothing wrong. It will not severely hamper or hinder you. It will not severely affect you unless you let it. And when I look at where I am today career-wise, I can see how, because of how I shaped my views based on what the bullies said, it would have held me back. But I look at where I am today and I realize it wasn't that big of a deal.
Almost.
I remember as a young man, one of the things a lot of females would say is, They want somebody who is tall, who is handsome, and then they would say who has good teeth. And that affected how much I would smile throughout my high school days, throughout my university days. Even when I was told I'm cute or I'm handsome, I would give them a nod. I wouldn't want to talk unless I needed to. I wouldn't want to express myself because I was afraid that I would not be seen as a potential because of having double row teeth. I mean, later on in life, I would learn that they are not talking about double row teeth, but they're talking about teeth that is rotten or decaying or whatever the case may be, but not about double row teeth. And then I would start seeing persons on TV who would have double row teeth. I would start seeing even big actors and actresses who would have this. They didn't hinder. I keep saying hamper or hinder them. And I realized it was okay for me. I lost my smile partially because my mom wasn't well, but another huge reason was because I felt like my mouth or my teeth weren't good enough for public consumption. And there were days when I refused to use my voice or refused to use my smile because I was afraid of how I would be viewed. I remember in high school, sometimes teenagers can be cruel, and sometimes during arguments or debates and discussions, there was one particular girl who would make a comment like, and I will use the Jamaican parlance, and she would say something like, "Go away, yourself, you teach them chaka chaka." And people would laugh, and it would have hurt me. And because of that, a part of me would try and come up with a steely response. I would say, at least my teeth can be fixed with braces, but your face, nobody can help. Stuff like those things. And I became bitter, and I became harsh, and I became witty in my remarks as a way to try and circumvent how I'm feeling. I would say stuff like, at least I can stop talking and people won't see, but there's nothing we can do about your face. Harsh things to defend myself, because as I said, teenage years is pretty rough. But over time, I've learned to accept me. When I was doing TV, people would have told me that I will not make it on TV because of that. And I've been on TV. I've produced for TV. I've seen persons who have double row teeth. I've seen persons who have different what people would call, insecurities, and some would say mutations, some would say deformities, whatever the word may be. People find all manner of things to say. But I've learned that no matter what challenges you may have, no matter how different you may be, you can overcome it and you can be the best that you can be. God has blessed me with a deep voice that has helped people hear my voice instead of looking at my teeth. God has helped me to be, I think a charismatic sort of person, and that helps. But all in all, no matter if people like it or not, this is me, and they just have to accept it. This in particular, I would say for my daughters, Bria, Bella, if there is a need for this sort of encouragement, and to somebody else who may be watching who may have an insecurity, maybe somebody considers you too slim or too fat, your hair is too natural or it's too curly or it's too straight, you have astigmatism, you have nearsightedness, short-sightedness, you have whatever people may consider to be a deformity or a handicap. This may not be seen as severe as some others. Persons may troll me, persons may criticize, but this is me, and it's the hand I've been dealt. And I remember when it came on to getting braces, my brother's teeth were worse, and he got the decision over me to get braces. And I remember it hurt me. I was upset, I was angry, I grudged him, I envied him. But over time, I realized this is me, and I'm going to work hard to ensure that it doesn't hinder me. So in how I speak, in how I move my lips, I've been conscious about it. I've tried to not let my lisp, which has formed because of this, I try to circumvent it as much as possible. But most importantly, I thought about how it would help me in media. I would probably get more jobs on screen. But I also know that persons who have had braces, those I know, they've struggled with having a retainer for most of their lives, if not all. They've had pains because of the braces. So truthfully, it's a give or take. You stay with how you are now, or you get the braces and face other situations. But I've realized that this is me, and the more I accept me for me, I thank God for my wife. She's helped me to recover and retain my smile, because she says I am handsome and I'm amazing just the way I am. Will I get braces in the future? Maybe. Maybe not. But at the end of the day, I am no longer, not 100%, but I'm no longer severely bothered by it. I'm no longer afraid to talk in public. I'm no longer afraid to express myself, to smile. Sometimes I catch myself when I'm smiling, I'll you know, because it's years and years of training and trying to readjust. But as long as I practice good hygiene and I work with proper dental care, I am proud of the person I am, despite my double row teeth. I went to the dentist recently and they were rather impressed with how I've cured my teeth versus persons who may have straight, perfectly aligned teeth. You know, I floss, I go to the dentist, I brush 3 times a day, if needs be more. I do what I have to do to ensure that I'm the best me that is possible. So I'm gonna have to do some x-rays. You know, having double row teeth, it means that some teeth are impacted and some teeth are turned, so yeah, that's the life.
Between teeth, just you would put it in the area where you would normally floss, so each tooth carries 2 sides, here and here, so this one has a space there. When you bring it between the teeth there, you're gonna press it along the side of this tooth. Now be very gentle when you're doing this. Slide it down between the gum and the tooth and make circular motion to clean that area. So we're cleaning this side. Now the other side, you put it there, press it, go down, make circular motion. And then you continue right around. And in a time when mental health is paramount on the lips of people, I couldn't afford to be discouraged and depressed because I have double row teeth. That's another thing to add to COVID fears and concerns, financial situations. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm encouraging somebody out there to embrace your flaws and all. You are uniquely you, and you're uniquely beautiful or handsome. You're amazing just the way you are, and I want you all to know. Bria, Bella, I love you, double row teeth or not. I love you, slim, fat, tall, short. One of you is darker than the other. One is lighter. We're all diverse and dynamic. But at the end of the day, if you are the best that you can be, if you live up to your potential, you live up to your purpose, then all the pains of the criticism, all the pains of the persecution will be minor. Because you are here for a purpose. And you are who you are. For me, I know that because I know I have double row. And as I said, I was very conscious about it. But I remember when I was young, I didn't want to go to the dentist because of the fear of... I didn't want to go to the dentist because of the fear of being seen. I didn't smile a lot in high school because of the double row. And of course, in high school, kids would tease you. How do you encourage persons who have double row or maybe have conditions in their mouth, but because of the fear of being laughed at? You encourage them, of course, you mean to come to the dentist?
Yeah.
Okay. You can always tell them, listen, this is what we're here for. We deal with the mouth. And when they come to the dentist, we get to talk to them more, tell them more what's causing it, what can be done to prevent it, and to get rid of what's going on there with them so that they can be more comfortable coming into the dentist. And even going to school,
Yeah.
when you get that double row sorted out, then they can feel more comfortable going to school, not having the issue to deal with. So it's important that they should come here, come to the dentist. We know about these, that's what we deal with, and we can guide them.
That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs.